Once again, we get that rewrite greatness, and oh boys, this is an episode with a lot to discuss. Now, right off the bat, I want to mention, if you have not watched my video on me breaking down the rewrite opening, the link will be in the description below. I basically recraft my theory of what's going on and kind of where the end goal is. So basically last week when some people got upset with me because I went so off track, which I still stand by my statement, you can't blame me as an anime only, you can watch that and get a breakdown. But I do have some more clues on the opening that I didn't mention in that video after rewatching a couple more times. And this episode also just triggered a bunch of fuel for it. So let's get right into this. This is going to be a good one. So the main focus of this episode was Shizuru's backstory, which I have to say, she has quite a sad past. It's not something that's going to, be a tearjerker to me by any means, but it's definitely more sad than I expected. So I was right with her ability to heal people. As we saw when Kotori's hand was cut, she held it and it was healed. I was like, yeah, 100% she has healing ability, though I did not predict that she also has the ability to erase memories. Because when she was little, she had a great family life, everything was fine, her house gets burned down though, while these demons are attacking, it looks like her father and mother are dead, and she uses her ability and heals them and saves their lives. But afterwards, basically, her ability is known to the world, and a large corporation offers her family a shit ton of money that if she goes to this academy, her family can have all the money they could ever want, and she accepted being a good daughter, but that money corrupts her family and just causes an abusive relationship, and she just wants it to go back to the good old days, so she accidentally erases like 7 years worth of memories. They don't even remember their own daughter. They have a new daughter now, so it's actually quite sad. And interesting that she actually has two main abilities, and the way she has a different color eye was in that fire, and during that attack from that demon there, she actually had her eye damaged, but she self-healed her eye, but in doing so it only caused a different color eye, so it doesn't look natural, and it caused her to get bullied. She's got quite a sad past and a shit ton of money in the bank, but she's saving up to buy a house, which I think she's doing that because she feels so guilty that basically their home got burned down and she wants one of her own to have a normal family life again. That's where I think it's going. But it's quite interesting to see how messed up it is. Now it's interesting because I believe it's in episode 1 when the ghost is first attacking our MC. He mentioned Kotori's name and she actually runs off when she hears that name. Originally I didn't pay too much attention to, but I did rewatch all 3 episodes, so I have a few more clues that I've clued into. But the most interesting thing, again, is when the ghost just barges into the classroom in broad daylight, no one but our MC can see the ghost, at least. That's how it looks. The door slams open, everyone's freaking out, and she just starts sucking on his arm in the middle of class, and he has to basically kind of cover his mouth and not look weird because only he can see this ghost attacking him. However, if you watch Kotori's face, it looks to me like she can see that ghost as well. Now, I can't figure out what her power is, but the thing is, she's definitely an important player in this game. I mean, all these females are, and the MC and the male characters, but she feels like she's really important, especially the fact that she has some sort of relationship with this ghost, it seems like. And I mean, it'll be interesting, like, how they kind of tie in together. I really don't have too much of an idea of what that could be, though I do want to mention, in the beginning of the opening, it does show the ghost killing our MC, it looks like. Him waking up in a hospital and then waking up in his bed. I couldn't figure out when I did that breakdown what exactly that meant, but I have a couple ideas of what that could be. On one hand, it could be that at one point this ghost did actually kill our main character and somehow he got brought back to life. However, another possibility, it could be that he was attacked by this ghost previously in his life, and maybe Shizuru erased part of his memories. It's hard to tell kind of a thing, because I feel like all these girls are linked up in some way, and he's not fully in the picture yet, but I think what probably happened was he was attacked by this ghost for whatever reason. Shizuru might have erased part of his memories, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know how Kotori plays into this. As of yet, I would have to see what her ability is going to be to kind of pinpoint what this is. I mean, we really don't have too much of an idea, but the beginning part of that opening, it's going to go one or two ways. Either one, he's dead, and this is, all part of some sort of vision in his head or something. Afterlife, who knows kind of thing. I really can't tell. So he could possibly be dead. He could have died and been brought back with one of their powers. Who knows? If we already have self-healing and the ability to heal others, it's not, a long shot to say someone might have the ability to fully heal. I don't think Shizuru can. But then again, she is the one with the healing ability, but it's hard to tell, right? Or it could be that he was badly damaged, was healed, and his memories could have been erased. It's really hard to say where this is going. But I mean, the end goal basically being, I still think, is save Earth kind of a thing. The thing is, with how the opening finishes, how is how are we going to get to this plot point where Earth is pretty much destroyed, or are we? Because that shouldn't happen for thousands of years, even if, humans are complete and utter assholes. It'll stay, it's, like, worst case scenario, hundreds upon hundreds of years. I mean, this guy's not going to live that long, unless he's immortal, which I guess maybe he could be, because he could rewrite his DNA to let him not die? Maybe that could be the possibility. It's hard to really say, in all honesty. Now, one thing as well I want to mention is Lucia. She, once again, is not okay with touching things. Even though she has gloves on, she won't pick up the baseball. She gets upset when confronting her about, stop being such a germ freak. I'm wondering, like, what is her ability? Why can't she touch things? When she touches flowers, like, why would she be afraid? Like, obviously, she's gonna damage them in some way, kill them. I mean, but the thing is, it can't be just for, actual life, because she wouldn't even touch a baseball. So, like, what could her ability actually be that she cannot touch things? But the thing is she does shove one of the characters, so it can't be that bad, and she must have some control over it, because she was scared to pick up a baseball, but she's okay to shove one of the characters. And the shove didn't look like it did anything too extreme, like no one got damaged by that. So it'll be interesting to see what that has to do with it. But there's a lot of potential things. I mean, there's one scene with our MC when he's walking to this cafe there, and like the gang are just kind of look at him kind of a thing. And this one guy pretty much looks at him and say, "What's your name?" He gives him his name and says, "So you're living an ordinary school life." Why? Like, how does that fucking guy know him? Who is our MC? Why is this world so focused on our MC? That's why a part of me is thinking, like, did he die and is this all just, like, not real? It's hard to freaking say. Because that opening makes it appear that either he was close to death at one point, he was healed, and then, he carried on with his school life, memories might have been altered. He could have fully died and been revived and not known it. Or, it's hard to say, really. There's a lot of possibilities. The thing I like about this anime is each episode, it gives me more and more clues that makes me think and makes me not understand where it wants to go, and that's why it's so brilliant, and why I think so many anime-onlys really need to appreciate it for being more than just what they think, because a lot of people are shooting it off to being a harem or nothing that original. But I mean, this and ReZero this season are the things with the most detail in its worlds, all these hints and clues. It's so immersive, and it has so many possibilities, but I mean, overall, it was a fantastic episode. I feel like it gets more detailed each and every week. It becomes more immersive, more just decisive with all of its clues that it throws in your face, but it'll be interesting to see where it goes. But overall, it was good. I mean, let me know your thoughts and comments below. Vision all the players, anime onlys. What did you think? Did you love the adaptation still? Is it still running solid? What do you think is going to happen? And, I mean, what do you think of some of my predictions? Like, I mean, for one thing, I'm noticing, like, that guy, like, he obviously knows our MC is important in some way. Could he have died at one point? Is he still dead? Our MC, that is. In terms of the opening, in terms of how focused everyone is on our character, a part of me wants to say, like, this isn't real, but another part of me wants to believe it is real, just because I feel like they're not going to go that cheap with its plot point of just saying, like, oh, and it was all a dream kind of thing. I think there's going to be more to it, even if it is a point that it isn't real. But I mean, it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Like, I don't have enough details. I'm noticing these clues, and it feels it's not going to be unbelievable if one of these characters can bring the dead back. It's not going to be unbelievable if this is all part of a fictional reality that someone has created an illusion for. And it wouldn't be the craziest thing if at one point, our MC did fight the ghost almost killed him, and he was healed, and his memories were altered to a degree. Honestly, I have no idea what Lucia's power is going to be. Yeah, I really just can't figure it out. I mean, Lucia's ability has to be something along the line of she can't hold something, or it could break, or be destroyed, or killed, something to that nature. But I don't think it has to do anything with death, just because she did touch a living human and didn't have anything bad happen. So we'll have to wait and see in that sense. I mean, Shizuru's backstory was very heartbreaking, and I mean, I feel for this girl a lot more than I did originally, but I'm really excited to see where everything goes from here. But as always, just let me know your thoughts and comments below. Make sure to hit that like button to show your support, and check out that video that I linked in the description below for the opening breakdown if you haven't already. But that's all for this video, so until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.